Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Hi guys, welcome to OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and our returning guests. How many returning guests do we have? Like 2? It's like you and Emma Woman.
Really?
Top 2 lesbians in the New York comedy scene.
2 of the most alpha dudes you'll see.
I know, my favorite energies.
And
I
then
love
Are
it.
You Garbage? And then that's it.
Are you garbage? And then
Wow.
that's it. Look at that. That's what I love about that.
Dude, he so reluctantly picked up the microphone and hit the button and then turned it off the moment he stopped speaking so as not to catch a breath on the mic.
How do you treat your producers?
You've really hurt this man.
How do you interact with your servants?
Well, she's a woman, so with the utmost respect and compassion.
This climate's got us fucked.
That's right.
You probably
I treat her better than men.
Tell her, call her by her first name, just
That's right.
make eye contact.
No.
Okay.
I'm not
All
no,
right.
never.
Right, let's not get crazy.
My wife doesn't let me. We have the Pence rule in our house. I have to bring her anytime there's a female. She's in the back with the dog.
Ugh, Mike Cannon, so good to see you.
Great to see you.
I feel like comics always do that thing where like, save it for the pod, save it for the pod.
Yes.
So you're one of the best hangs on the planet.
Right back at you, man.
So it's just start to finish a good time.
Pretty easy. Already smoked a joint. That was very fun.
Hey.
This is your first time in 3 days, so you're
Listen.
going to be spiraling. It's going to be the best part of the show.
There's so much in my head I want to tell you and talk to you about.
I'm all ears.
I think that, and then 10 minutes from now, I'm going to be looking at Pat and the clock and be like, I ran out of jokes. I need a nap. I put on a sweatsuit. Shout out to Fitting Room. It's a kettlebell place.
Oh.
I've been about 4 times. So
That's cool. And they gave you a free suit? Or
absolutely not. I paid full price for this. Absolutely not.
And it was black, and I reverse tie-dyed it myself.
Listen, some people clean with bleach, and some people don't.
I feel like you should make Pat wear that clock.
Oh, my God. I know.
That would be better suited.
Oh, we could put it on a hat.
Right? A hat or right across? Yeah, just
call
a
it Pat's
digital
clock
tit
hat.
strip
Yeah.
right across his chest.
Digital tit strip.
Yeah.
It's just I was in Houston for 24 hours.
Nice.
Where were you this weekend?
You know what's interesting is my wife's business's Instagram account just got hacked by
saw
a
that.
person in Houston.
The saga. Oh, if I had known who it was, I would have gone to their fucking house.
I didn't
and
know I
fucked
had
them
boots
up.
on the ground.
I would have fucked them up, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. But
know,
it's back now. They're good. They got
My
it.
Twitter got hacked when I was traveling, and I do forget which state it was in. I have had about 9 concussions. I'm going to be honest about that.
Is that true?
Yep. A lot of them documented in the New York medical hospitals,
Dude.
emergency rooms.
It's going to be a fun 30 for 30 on you when you're all done. And they're like, Kerryn had football CTE. She's 100 pounds soaking wet.
I feel like I brag about making money, but there's a fucking dark cloud of a hospital bill somewhere that's 40 grand or something. And it's this time. It's going to be brutal. Hey, man, like and subscribe.
That's right. Goes straight to her debts.
Speaking of liking and subscribing, I just bought some art recently. This is my new thing. I buy art from male comedians.
Okay.
Because there's one other, Ryan Shaner, owes me fucking art. I
love Ryan.
He's super funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan. Shaner, you owe me art. Send me my fucking art. This is my Jamart. Do you love it? Look, the dad and the mom are in the background of the painting. He's the Energizer Bunny.
Right.
It says energize her.
As if to indicate that she is his hoe.
Yeah.
Right.
Get her out there. Charge her up.
Uh-huh. Why is mom and dad in the background, though?
Well, no, this is a...
So just to paint the picture that interracial dating has been happening for generations in that bunny's family.
Yeah, I mean,
Brown
I'm
bunny.
I just can't stop looking at it. The fact that the bunny has to be on a chair to have sex with her is very hilarious to me. He's elevated.
I do like the body positivity on the girl's on her
That's a hot
abdomen too. Is it?
That's a hot body.
There are elements of it that are hot. I don't think
somebody,
as a package.
for some man, for a not necessarily even a big guy.
No.
Why are you shaking your head? Pat likes it. Pat's a man.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that fucked up though? Is sometimes and I've had good fortune when it comes to women. My wife is very attractive.
Yeah, you got a smoke show wife. You're on a different rating.
But it is funny when I like I look at stuff like that and I'm like, oh, that's not ideal. And then other guys are like, are you kidding? I'd fucking
right.
And I didn't realize I don't realize that we often just have different experiences.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and each person's taste is colored with their own life experience.
I think the incels forget that sometimes.
Right.
It's like, get out there. There's somebody for you. Some people don't have all their toes. Whatever. There's so many flaws. Like, I mean, some of us are so gross. Sorry, I just cleaned my apartment. I just was like, how do you live like this?
No, I feel like when you really break it down, all people are pretty gross. Like, I get disgusted by my son sometimes, and that's supposed to be the purest
My
love.
sister's kid, I'm like, that's your booger. Your baby, your booger.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So that doesn't bother. Do you know what really fucks me up? I found this out. So I have a nail and a hand thing. Like, for whatever reason. Since I was little, I wouldn't let my mom.
Like, mine have like dirt in them sometimes because I play with my dog outside. I'm good though.
You're good. When my mom had her nails painted when I was a kid, I wouldn't let her touch me. Like, I had to have gotten molested. I don't have the memory. Therapy hasn't gotten me there.
It's so funny you brought this up. I watched this movie called Unspeakable Acts last night about this like pedophile from Cuba who had a babysitting place here and a 17-year-old wife.
Is their name Alexis Guerreros?
I'm done.
A pedophile from Cuba. And he's now a soccer podcaster.
Oh, I'm sitting on the art. God damn it. Sorry, Jamart. No, his name was Frank.
Frank?
Yeah. And then I looked it up. I'm like, because the movie they made was like made in like the 90s or something. It was like, the acting was so bad. The writing was bad. I'm like, I can't even get into this pedophile movie. Come on. Like,
it takes so little for the pedophile movies to typically get.
Absolutely. Like, you should be able to up the stakes here or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I looked up the actual story that it was based on PBS, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought PBS was like pretty reliable, like nerdy, like
education stuff.
Like a reliable source.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess government funding is at an all-time low.
Okay. 100%.
Is it still owned by the government, or is PBS now owned by HBO?
Public broadcasting system? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But their article seemed pretty straightforward, and their take on it was like, maybe he didn't do it. They're like, the doctors that interviewed these kids used like questionable practices. There's a bug in here. So humiliating.
So wait,
they're
victim shaming the kids and saying that they made this whole thing up?
He's serving like back-to-back life sentences because a jury convicted him because they actually let little kids testify about their trauma. People were barbaric in the night. Like, we've come a long way.
We should make them testify again. I feel you only know when it comes from the horse's mouth.
True, and you might discover a star.
That's right, yeah. Just a 7-year-old that can deliver under pressure. Just being cross-examined to shit, and that kid's like, I won't fold. I'm in Newsies, the musical.
Maybe you could sing what he did to you.
He touched me there and over here.
Where did he touch you? I'm dead. It's not funny, you guys.
But that sounds good.
Yeah. So my thing is.
Yeah. Tomato. Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know the truth.
I hear you.
Now that I'm stoned, I double don't know.
So what grosses me out about my son,
thanks for circling it back.
Beyond him being wildly unfuckable, but is it's like the kid thing. It's the dirt under the nails.
Oh yeah.
Grosses me out to
your
he
core.
Could have boogers. I could wipe his ass. It's like no big deal. But the dirt under the nails have like such a weird effect on me that it just has to all kind of involve that, right? And like long nail, I don't like long French manicures, like fake tips. I was even in high school.
Do you just see the bacteria under there?
Maybe. I don't know.
You might just see the bacteria.
It's like a white trash awning for your fingers. It doesn't make sense.
I got into long nails with like sparkles and stuff on them during the pandemic because I'm fairly certain I was losing my mind.
Yeah. I bleached my hair a lot.
Yeah. We all went a little cuckoo. Oh yeah. I went to Long Island to help Mookie Thompson bleach his hair with his mom and his mom's friend. Shout out to Mookie Thompson.
Shout out Mookie. I love that he needed a third woman's help.
Can you come to Long Island? He tricked me. He was like, you want to go hang by my parents' pool all day? And then I was like, first of all, we don't leave till 2. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were like hanging out at the pool.
Want to hang by my parents' pool? Get here at 7 p.m.
So fucking, and then I'm put to work like a fucking hairstylist. Anyway.
Did he jump in? Because I used to die when I bleached my hair as a child, and I would jump right in the pool. It turned green.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. No, he didn't.
Right,
I guess not. No, that was the look he was going for. Congratulations to him for that. Dork.
Yeah.
You too. But we all went crazy. I did it too. I did the nail thing.
Yeah.
I was getting
Did you like sharpen them and shit? Like you had the jewels and the whole thing?
Yeah, they would put. It was like
that makes
it would
me
take
sick.
2 hours. It cost $200. It was wild. It was my thing.
It cost $200 to do
with
that?
tip. When the things that I would get, because I would get like little scenes, or they'd be like clouds, and they would be this like thick.
Yeah.
Anyway, waste of time, waste of money, to be honest, especially now, because like, I mean, I have fucking calluses. Like, I like lifting kettlebells.
But that is the height of human decadence.
Yes, it is. It's like boredom, and you have too much money on your hands.
Erasable art on your most extreme part of your body that will get filthy.
Do you think it's hot? Like, because like women, like I understand investing in yourself to attract the opposite sex. It's just, it's coming with the fucking territory.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Whatever, I get it. But then there's certain things I'm like, does this turn guys on? Like, does this make you want to fuck me because I have like a circus scene on my fingers?
I'm a special case, so I'm an absolutely 100% no.
All
like,
right,
not if anything, that actually deters me a little bit. But I don't know, Patty Sweats,
nothing
what do you
long.
think?
No, nothing
Sorry?
long. No long fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that can scratch me. But if it's
But you like a Starry Night Pollock painting on her thumb?
Yeah.
a French tip is class. It's really
You like
nice.
that?
Yeah.
You like a
So
French
you like,
tip.
You like just a skanky girl on
Yeah.
the Jersey Shore boardwalk.
I need a pedicure so bad, you guys.
You like it to look like there's a little bit of jizz dripping off the very tip of her nail. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yuck. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you, Pat.
After
we
all
don't
these
kink
years-
shame here.
After all these years, are you still grossed out by cum?
Oh no, I've never been grossed up by cum.
Never in your life.
I love cum. I'm always like, woohoo!
I love cum.
That's the touchdown.
It's like wet confetti.
No, like the cum is like, I don't know, especially for me, like sometimes it's like, oh, thank God the cum's here because I'm like not having fun anymore.
Oh yeah, so it's actually like a labor. Yeah.
But it's like, woohoo! But sometimes it's an achievement. Sometimes, like now, like, I mean, I've been single for a while, so my encounters are.
What is quote unquote single? That means you have a regular rotation, if not one or two guys.
Shout out to the JV team.
Shout out! What? Shirts for skins. The JV team is who you bring in. They still have to wear condoms. You're like, all right, guys, you're not fully varsity yet.
You know who you are. Anyway, but so what was my point?
You have a JV team. You're grossed out by cum.
Right. Oh, so sometimes like I'm having sex, but like I'm also like, it sounds so lame, but like sometimes I like just getting a guy to come like with a blowjob, and then like getting myself to come how I like to come, and then like obviously like they want to have sex with me too. But
So question, okay, making him come with a blowjob, but then you'll be like, either go play video games or lay there, and I
it's
will
more
handle
like
myself.
go ahead and get in the Uber I ordered you.
So it's actually more of a turn on for them to leave, and
Oh
then
my God,
you
yes,
to be
get
left
out of
alone
my house. Get out.
with the memory and almost like feeling
Leave
of
on a
them
high.
still being there.
Leave on a high.
Wow.
We can
Interesting.
cuddle for a minute. Like that's usually for them.
I just love that. It is nice to hear this. Because this was how men spoke for a long time.
But I had so many boyfriends. I feel like sometimes it's like I almost feel like I'm literally retired from like a career of boyfriends. A career of like long, like committed, like back-to-back boyfriends. And it's like, it's really nice to just like be able to like chill out.
You sound like a 70-year-old woman sipping a dirty martini at a high-class bar. Just like, I'm just glad that husband number 3 is dead. Thank God. I just feel like I got it out of my system. I no longer have to do that. I'll fuck around
That
with the
lady
young
sounds
men.
like a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
lady
You're too
sounds-
young to be retired.
To be retired, I know. Maybe I'll get a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It just
Would you
really-
get married?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I never think about it. I never.
Because married is different than would you be with somebody forever?
Yeah.
Because that's like, who knows? But would you marry someone?
Only if they had like the same amount of money as me or more.
Or more. Did you just pick your ear and then eat it directly in front of me?
Probably.
Is that exactly what just happened?
I was trying to bite off this hangnail.
Okay.
Oh, does that gross you out more?
No, but the thing that grossed me out was this, and then you moved it a few times, and then you just dipped in like it's a fucking chip at a Super Bowl party. It was nuts.
All right, we can play the tape back, but I don't remember. But I know I was trying to eat that hangnail for sure.
Okay.
My ear's hot right here.
You have a hot ear.
Yeah, so I was just like seeing what that was about.
I got you. Probably from. Did you run? You said you went running.
Oh no, I took a class this morning. Stacked.
What's that?
Stacked with Natasha. Shout out to Natasha from Equinox. She's a great group fitness teacher.
What's her Instagram?
I don't know. Probably Natasha.
That would actually help her.
I know. Natasha.
Yeah, Natasha Equinox.
And then I walked the shit out of Mabel. We had a good time. Made some new dog friends. We break the rules a lot here.
Do you like doing that? Because one of my least favorite things about being a father is the small talk with other parents and having to coexist, commingle, and just act like you're equally as smitten with their shitty kid as you are about yours. Does that bother you about owning a dog, or do you like it?
Okay, I know you're like saying this, but like some of the kids are cute.
Oh, for sure. Most of the kids are far more tolerable than their parents.
I know.
Dude, I found myself being a parent. This is the best part about it for me, is I get to not talk to adults at parties, and then I get to just have fun with my kid. Because anytime I'm at parties with my best friends, and I'm like, all right, I gotta I'm gonna go hang with him.
I'm out of here.
Yeah,
bye.
It's way better.
That sounds nice.
See, you forgot my question already.
Wait, what was the question? I'm just thinking about your life. You're like, it's great. I don't have to. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. I was like, yeah, it'd be great if I got married and had a kid. But the thing is, once your butthole is on the internet, it really slims the dating field. You know?
Do you think so? Yeah. Well, I think here's what it does. I think it brings the problems to the front of the line. That's what it does.
You're gonna find this shit out in a couple years anyway.
Yeah, that is.
No.
That's.
But it's funny because I whenever I'm in a relationship, not to be a fucking nerd, but I'm like a Taurus. So a relationship to me is like a beanbag chair. I won't get out of it if I don't have to.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I just thought of it. What?
I also don't see that as a bad. I don't see that as a bad thing. I mean, unless it's that might be your Irish side though, where you just can stay in a shit situation when you're just yeah, whatever. I'll just take a lifelong beating.
It's this person's crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
Well, I guess that's what life is.
Me too, a little. Maybe we're soulmates. We can rationalize a lot of stuff, and I like a intense relationship.
Well,
so,
I gathered that by your browser history.
I'm dead. I'm dead. But I like an intense, and when you have an intense thing, sometimes they end intense.
Yeah, they often never end amicably.
Sometimes they say the meanest thing that anybody's ever said to you in your whole life.
Dude, I used to have that. I've had one.
And then you get to say theirs.
Yeah, I had one relationship like that where it was it started off nice enough, but then it ended in probably, how every toxic relationship ends with I'm just the germ of me thinking about doing comedy is out there, and she's like, you'll never be a comedian.
No.
You fucking loser. You always talk about shit, and I'm just you won't be in advertising, you dumb bitch.
Right.
And she's like, it doesn't hold the same weight.
It doesn't sting the same. It doesn't hurt the same.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, obviously, this last breakup, I got the OnlyFans, and things were said.
Oh, no kidding. So you went on OnlyFans and just went to town?
Well, we had been broken up for a while.
Is this dangerous for me to talk about
No.
with you? Because you seem very reluctant to get into it.
Oh, no. It's pretty funny. I talk about it on stage a little bit. His mom found my OnlyFans.
No kidding.
And subbed to it. And, just really gave it to him. Was you can't. He's like, you can't date her. You're you don't respect yourself. You don't even know what she's doing. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that means she maybe bought some PPVs too. So thanks for supporting.
Right, because like I haven't belonged to one. I truly I have not belonged to one yet. But because of the
I love
confusion,
how you say belong to one like it's a Knights of Columbus meeting.
Yeah, it is. It's a Little Italy in my hometown. Not Little Italy. Knights of Columbus was
We
right.
all get together and support one chick who has an OnlyFans as a group.
Is that the one with the lion head? Is that Knights
Have
of
you
Columbus?
seen? Yeah.
Yeah,
My dad
okay.
used to go to those.
Nice.
And I was like, what are these?
Oh, I used to go to the Knights of Columbus with my friends' parents and the American Legion.
Yep.
The American Legion is a
we
sad
would go
Knights
when
of
they
Columbus.
had like the food in the tins and like whatever it was.
Yeah, Knights of Columbus was the Sweet 16 spot. That's where everybody had their Sweet 16. American Legion is where my sad friend's dad would go and like drink 75-cent beers and just we'd sit there while they played checkers for 4 hours.
My parents always put together block parties and tree toastings. Just ways for everybody to get together and get drunk.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and then
So-
once in a while, one of the years, like two of the dads would like get too hammered and like be at the kitchen table just speaking nonsense back and forth. But there weren't like really like video cameras, you know what I mean? So like, they would just have to describe it.
So you just had to experience it, survive it.
And my
and
mom
then
would retell the story to like everybody who came over.
That was
so
her
funny.
way of being like, have you seen this video? Yeah.
Sometimes my mom would just make us go sit and hang with these chain smoking lesbians. Like we
That's
would
not
just. They had a dog named Wicket who was like okay, but like
Wicket.
my mom would just go and like chain. Yeah. Like it was
Like
a shit
through the wickets?
I guess.
Yike.
Yeah, it sucked.
That does suck.
And they just.
My brain just went on a tangent.
Yeah.
When we were talking about just how that you used to have to memorize stuff or experience something and then retell it. That's storytelling, and that's how human beings used to pass on stories
Right.
and information
Yeah.
and lessons. And now people are literally just showing their phones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is storytelling going to get worse?
Yeah.
Like over the years, you know what I mean? Because of the not need for it. But I
Yeah.
guess podcasting and all that shit helps.
Some people need a story
Useless
to
thought.
watch. What?
Useless thought.
No. I'm thinking. Some people like are good. Like I like a movie. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to like exercise your brain and like settle in and like have something hold your attention for more than a scroll
Yes.
or whatever. So you need a story.
Yeah.
Like the thing with stand up is just like everybody keeps posting crowd work clips, but they're not good at crowd work.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just snuck that in.
I mean, yeah. Yes.
Sorry. What else?
You know, I'm just happy to be here, to be perfectly honest. This area is always such a humbling place to drive through. But, man, is it nice. Good for you.
I gotta move.
You're moving?
I gotta buy a place. I gotta be smarter. I
Yeah.
gotta downsize and purchase.
I hear you. So how much would this place be?
But I can't buy this. This is like only.
Oh, you can't at all.
Can't buy it. I don't think. I'm so dumb.
They're like, we gave you an option to buy like 8 years
I know,
ago, and
I
you
just
declined.
like, don't ask questions. I just kind of float through life like, oh my God, is it Friday yet? Like, I don't know. I have no direction. You know, my calendar kind of just like slowly fills up. Sometimes I feel like I'm not hustling enough.
Well, you hustle as much as you want to, because at this point you're living comfortably, and that's pretty great. Like, you don't have to take shitty road gigs. You don't have to take other shit.
I do though. I'll be at the dojo of the Comedy East. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding.
I've never been there.
Honestly, some of the fucking best shows I've ever done.
Yeah?
Always packed.
It's in Jersey, right?
Yep. Great
Yeah.
ribs. It's like an hour and a half away. Great food. Shout out to Mike. I'm fucking around.
That's so funny. Were you signaling something? Oh. Okay.
We're all just gross monkeys here. We're like, Pat's picking his finger. Like, thanks for doing the show, Mike. Oh my God, everybody watch my specials. I'm like full weirdo.
So, okay, so you dated...
No, what
well,
are
I'm
you
sorry-
working on?
Well, okay, Gramercy
keep it-
Theater, February 25th.
Thank you.
I'm headlining.
That's
really,
huge.
yeah, I'm really pumped for that. Biggest show of my life so
Oh my
far,
God, that's
and
gonna be awesome.
you know, tickets are moving. So
February 25th.
February 25th, MikeCannonComedy.com for that. I'm all over the road, but that is the big one that I'm pushing.
Gramercy Theater.
And yeah, here's the Scenario Podcast with Feeny, Sagalo, and I.
I was just I replay the clip from when I did your guys' podcast. What a psychopath I am. Narcissist psycho.
Well, because it is the perfect slam,
it's
though.
so funny.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite like podcast clips of all of us because we like get the giggles.
It's like watching Brendan get slammed by Kerryn was like watching a fat rabbit get caught in a snare because it was just unavoidable.
Like,
and he like had a look of like, but me?
Oh, that was really fun. Let me do
really
your
great.
podcast again.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not hustling enough.
No, you're in. You could be our fourth mic. Fuck it.
I gotta try to sell tickets. I'm going to the Midwest the end of March, Pat.
The end of the March, you'll do great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where, back Chicago?
I'm gonna do like Cincinnati, and stuff like that. I'll post about it once I figure it out and get all the details. But Midwesterners, look out for moi. It's a whole region. All right, focus on the podcast.
So wait, so the mom subscribed to your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
She
Really shit on her son. And listen, the dynamic is his mom like bought him an apartment, and like when that's the dynamic of your mom and your parents, like you're really not.
You are beholden to their opinion
Forever.
Yeah.
So I mean, not forever, but for as long as that's the dynamic. So anyway, not to shit talk.
No, I hear you. Yeah, that's tough.
Don't let me shit talk so much, Pat. It's in the past. I wish him the best.
That's not really against him, though. You know, like he was the one being raised. That's on the mom for the most part.
I agree.
I think
with
it's a bit of an invasive, odd move to subscribe to your son's girlfriend's OnlyFans.
I mean, I was an ex at that time. We were broken up.
Even weirder.
Yeah.
If she had just met you and he was like, oh, I'm unsure about her, and he actually like confided in her as like I really like her, but I don't know if she's like, you know, of lesser stock. But
I had already like been like hung out like on to like the little trips, like lots of dinners. We went to an escape room with like his extended family. Like I put in a lot of work into this relationship.
Oh, wow.
I was on my best behavior in public so many times.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And then
Small talk.
Then she clicked on the internet and was like,
yo.
This is that nice lady that helped me out of the foyer.
Yeah,
And that
sometimes people think of women as so two-dimensional. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what's so. That was kind of my
you
early.
get me all these plants and then you don't water them. It's like so.
Are you in charge of this apartment?
It's so annoying. Did I just unplug it? Patrick, can you hear me? Have you had these on at all?
This is every episode, right? It's not just the ones I do. Okay, I would fucking pay $1 million to have you have an emotional meltdown right now and actually start like lacing up your couch while scream crying. I would just look so happy.
Like good this like it's like a good like if you're really mad. Like not if you were like you could like a man.
It feels very basketball-y.
A man could do damage.
Right?
But
It
it's
even
good
has
for
like
my dumb little shoulders. Like it looks like comical.
Dude, this
goblin.
is a basketball. This couch is a basketball couch. It's not made of anything else. Yeah, it's 100% a Spalding couch.
She shoots, she scores. Yeah, that's why I get so much pussy on it. 'Cause I'm fucking NBA.
That's right. You're NBA.
Crushing. Hey, but shout out to the WNBA. And also, I follow a college basketball team.
Which one?
These like Kavanaugh sisters are on it. I think they're in Florida.
The Michigan chicks, the blonde girls.
Yes.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
They've
popped up on my Explorer enough, and I've spent enough time on each picture to make sure it happens again because I will not follow them.
Keep them in the rhythm.
That's right. Yeah.
Keep them on the scene. Oh, I went and followed I DM'd them. I was like, you guys are fucking awesome.
Did they respond?
No, not yet. But
it's not Kavanaugh, but just look up University Miami basketball player sisters.
What's the name of the team?
The Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Hurricanes. And a lot of the women on that team are very good.
I mean, it's Miami University. The women there are like Cavender sisters.
Sorry.
It's also like, and I get it, right? All of these.
They're so fucking cute.
Yeah, the one on. I forget
Pat,
which.
look at
There is
Pat.
one that's
Pat's, like,
substantially
sweating.
hotter though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think they're both pretty equally hot.
don't know.
They're
both insane.
But Pat, can you pull up a video of like one of their plays? But like, cause
I've never seen them play basketball.
You've never seen?
No.
They're point guards. They're fucking great.
Do they play at the same time if they're the same position and same person?
I've only seen like singular clips. I guess like I'm not like a diehard. Like if you sent me their schedule, maybe I can get involved. But I like.
I'll buy a cable package that shows their games. It'll have to be their local university channel.
I'm like, can you make your team like user friendly for me to consume?
You're the only one that wants to consume their team.
I don't think so because I've been sharing these clips and it's like, Pat, you got to let her out. She sounds like a tortured beast in there. I can't stand it. It's like my stomach is turning. How do you not feel anything? Where's your compassion for Houston?
So Fresno State. So she used to be on Fresno State.
Pat, we don't want to watch fucking free throws or whatever. It's stupid.
I like the rhythm of her shot.
Look at her cute little ass.
Yeah. She also looks like she's had a glow up since Fresno State.
Go lie down. Sit. You better leave him. She's
Hey, dog.
obsessed. She's obsessed. She's going to be up your ass.
Oh. She just likes this couch because it's a basketball.
She would love to play the basketball. Mabel, go lie down, and I'll give you $100. Oh, shit. Look at her. She's a wolf.
Full destruction.
Look at.
I don't know if this is even her.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. It's one of them.
I think they are both playing.
But this is before she was hot.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know?
Pat,
I think
Pat's
she went
pulled up
to
some really old footage.
Yeah. You before they hit the transfer portal, they were on Fresno State.
Get your stinking ass. Go
How
lie down.
good.
Go lie down. Go lie. I'm going to knock you out. Do you hear me? Get over there. Go lie down.
How
Where's
much
your
of
bomb?
this do you trim down?
Pat, who told you to let her out?
Yeah, like look at her now. She's like ripped
and tan.
Yeah.
And her hair is like blonder.
Yep. Yeah, she went to hot camp.
But look how good. Look how good
A
she
little
is.
lefty pass.
That was Michael. That was good.
Terrible shot.
For a civilian.
First of all, here's the thing. I've played against D1 women in basketball, and they're fucking incredible.
Okay.
Like, I got bodied by a chick that played for Manhattan, and that's low-level D1, and she was like a 5'3" point guard that just had incredible skill set. So I'm not diminishing that. They would beat the shit out of me, but Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you out of your mind, dude? Why are you trying to dominate me? I'm pushing you on your back now. Get out of here. Get out of here. What is happening? There's violence in your community. Get out of here.
She's in love with you.
All right, you could do that.
She's in love with you. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, there's hot breath under my ass crack now.
Mabel, this is such a disgusting display. Oh my God. Oh my God. Pat, why did you let her out? All right, you gotta be back.
You told me to.
Pat, give me 60 seconds. Give me 60 seconds on my clock.
All right. What's this dog's name? Mabel. Mabel, what is it like being owned by Kerryn Feehan?
She's really confused.
Is there another one of you? Didn't that sound like another dog?
No, that was the dog.
Oh, I thought there was a dog scratching the wood floor. February 25th, Gramercy Theater, New York City. Tickets at MikeCannonComedy.com. This is the best.
That's why we booked the pros.
That's right. Just filling time with plugs that people are 15-seconding fast forwarding through.
Speaking of plugs, I think we should be nominated for an AVN award. You know what I mean? Our podcast is certainly sexually themed, whether, because of the logo.
How are you not involved in that? Like,
How am I not?
How are you not hosting or
because
something?
I'm not like hustling enough in that arena.
This is a sticking point for you lately, huh? You're auditing your own efforts because that's like the fourth time that hustle came up, and you could tell she's like, you're in between. You're like, I should really be like doing more.
I think because I took yesterday off. I don't know. I just always feel guilty.
You just took one day off. What do you do on your day off?
I slept a lot yesterday. I'll be honest.
That's awesome.
I ate and I slept. I walked Mabel a ton. Of course, we were outside in the fucking rain playing with her fucking ball. She found a lacrosse ball she's really into. We met a little dog named Blue today. It was a little Sheltie. We played Frisbee. We met we have a good time.
That's nice.
It's lame, whatever.
But that's why you're feeling down career-wise, because you took a day off.
Took Sunday off.
Yeah.
And that's, I should be investing, boyfriend time. I should be like improving my domestic skills.
Well, that's for you. That's a you day.
I like baking though. I should do that. I should bake. I should fucking bake. I want to bake like protein cookies.
Yeah.
And just have those.
This podcast is absolutely an insight into what your brain is.
Yeah.
Because the subject matter switches so fast that I've taken moments to like try to connect the dots, and I'm like, oh no, we're just on something new.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was a compliment.
Ooh, yeah, like a ping pong brain.
But it's hard. It's hard.
Oh, nope.
It's hard to authentically portray that.
Yeah.
And share that with the world. And I feel
Oh.
like you've done a good job at that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I probably should be like open to like changing a little bit.
No. What would you do differently?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember when Esther Koo used to masturbate through her plugs?
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It was really funny, but it was insanely hot, and also like I'd just be on the 6 train with a full bone, just listening to her being like, "And I'll be at the Hard Rock," I'm just like in some guy's face, like from 6 inches away.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it was very smart because I listened to 100% of her plugs. I didn't go to a single show, but
But sometimes all you need is those listens, you know?
I'm aware of her plugs.
Yeah.
But I don't think she does that anymore. But I was going to say, if you change your show, might be a thing to add.
I mean, I think I just want to invite more like porn stars. A porn star followed me on Twitter. My Twitter got hacked when I was in the South, I think. I already said that, but like some porn star.
I wasn't going to stop you until
Yeah,
you
no,
realized
I
that
know.
you already talked about it.
I know. I forget his name, but he's like a
Oh, it's a male porn star.
yeah. It was like he's a black guy with a big black penis.
That's
and I
cool.
totally recognize him from multiple different gangbangs and excellent scenes.
Gangbangs.
Yeah.
Are you into that?
I'm certainly into watching it. That was my thing for a long time.
It seems more like gangbangs are more like chokey than the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just look for ones where the women is like they're not really enjoying it, which is
Okay.
maybe like sad, but
No, I went through a period of that, but then I very consciously put my computer away for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Like I was like really liking like the purple face and then, like, just gasping at the last glimmer of life. And I was like, okay, let's we've reached the end of where this is.
I
okay.
forget his name. There was one guy who was like the main like face fucker guy. It was like
James Dean.
Oh, he's a good one.
He's just famously aggressive. That's the only reason I know.
He's a great one. There's another guy who I don't know what his name is. Rob
Kardashian.
He's
Rob Kardashian.
He's a face fucking Armenian, that guy. No, I don't know. What is friggin' name? Hump. I'll remember. But yeah, it's just his thing. And girls line up. They're like, fuck my, like, so many of them. They're so beautiful.
What?
I like those.
Because I feel like, I guess the asphyxiation part would be okay, but what is the turn on of that? Just the utter domination and like
yeah, it's
helplessness?
also what he says. Like he talks a lot during it. He's like, good girl, take this, like he like gets you going.
Wow. Yeah.
We like a performance.
I would just feel I have like too much guilt. I don't think unless the like unless the girl, first of all, it couldn't be anybody that I liked, but unless she would have to just be like no, like, and then like punch herself in the face or something.
You have to do it in wartime.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
we had everybody was drafted, and you had to do some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
you do it.
Then I could do it.
Yeah.
I could access that part of
Pat,
me.
you want to talk it? I thought you wanted to.
Yeah, I cut off Mike I tried to cut off Mike on the road the other day.
Oh yeah, you did. I forgot. I was, dude. And there's no. So
Wait, talk about not connecting the dots.
I don't know where that came from.
I'm just following the theme.
Yeah. So Pat's lucky in the sense that like the angriest and most hair trigger I ever am, which is me at my absolute worst, is on the road.
Yeah.
And I say and do some shit, which if I was in Florida, I would have been gunned down long ago. But I'm here, so it's different. But like Pat, I was right in front of the cellar,
Well,
right?
to preface, I knew I tried to do it on purpose.
Of course.
Yeah.
But the reason why, so this is so showbiz and phony of me, is the reason why I didn't snap or scream immediately is because I was in front of the Fat Black Pussycat. It's because I was near my place of work, and I don't want them to know who I really am. Oh. So I was like, excuse me?
I just saw him getting so angry.
Just gritted teeth, and then he's like, hey.
He's the worst. He's the worst. Did you hit his car? I would have rear-ended him.
No, it did cheer me up though once he did show
Express
who it
guilt?
was. No, just he was like, it's me.
I'm a goof with it.
Yeah. It was kind
funny.
of a nice surprise.
I mean, Aaron Berg shared something about Lewis freaking out in an Uber. Where they were. I was like, yeah. Every time I
it never happens.
Every time I sat foot in an Uber with Lewis, I was like, this could be it. Every time. He would fight everyone about nothing. It was so wild. We'd go over one bump, and he's like, what the fuck? He's a maniac.
Yeah, I'm very much, I'm at the point where the idea of a confrontation really appeals to me. The moment that I'm in it.
I like fighting with the security. Sorry, go ahead, finish.
No.
No, go ahead, finish.
The moment that I'm in it, I'm just annoyed to be in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck you, I'll fight you in a second.
why not?
And then they're like, okay, and I'm like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
It's that.
I like a yelling match. I'm not interested in a physical fight. I do probably pop off more than I should because I'm usually fighting with men. I'm like, Sarah's not going to hit me. It's like, I'm a tiny woman. You're going to hit me? So I do.
One day you're going to get snooky. Just absolutely annihilated. Do you remember? That's what made them famous.
Yeah.
That one thing,
Snooki,
I think that gave them empathy.
Yeah.
It's they suck, but they don't deserve that.
That was fucked up.
Right?
We all were
that
was exactly the feeling. Oh, come on.
She's 5'1".
Right,
baby.
they're wasted little babies. You're going to hit them?
Dude, and that guy had thick fucking wrists. I remember rewatching that. He was some Irish teacher or something like that. I think he got fired, obviously, right after that. But his wrists, while he's blankly looking at the shots on the bar, it's like Popeye shit.
He should box in Rough and Rousey as the Snooki puncher or something.
Holy shit. What a fucking idiot. It might be too long. It might be too late now.
Yeah, you're right.
But he 100%, if his life wasn't going anywhere, he should have just became Danny Bonaducci. Yeah. Or just a circus freak that would show up at, Rough and Rowdies or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could fight under Jake Paul or something. It'd be great.
Yeah, I like getting in yelling matches with the security guards over here that work by the lawn.
Yeah.
Because there's signs all around the lawn that say no dogs. And I've just been bringing my dog there pretty much every day. And some days they say so, and some days they don't. And today they did. And they're like, there's no dogs. So I was like, I didn't know.
Oh, that's weird.
And then the guy goes, there's signs. There's signs everywhere. I was like, oh, I can't see signs.
Blind to signs.
It's weird. It's like a shape. I can explain it to you. This is Mabel. She's a black shepherd mix. She's a 65-pound dog. Peppermint's okay.
She might bite you. She might, especially if she feels that I'm being threatened.
Yeah. That's what I say. If any stranger's like, can I pet your dog? I'm like, when she bites. So that's on. It's up to you.
That's how I got bit by a dog once. I didn't trust the owner. I'm such a fucking idiot. So my buddy Corey, whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
He had 2 Dalmatians growing up, which as a kid, you don't know that they're a cunty breed, or at least I didn't know that.
It's a high-strung dog.
And they were pretty friendly. The one older one mostly stayed to herself and would let you pet her. And then the young one, Max, was kind of a friendly, plucky little dog. And so I hadn't seen it in years, but I came back to his house and I was like, holy shit, this is Max. It's a full grown adult dog. And he's like, yeah, don't pet him. He's just fucked. You don't want to pet him. And I'm like, dude, I've known Max since he was 4 weeks old. What do you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, Max, what's up? And I went and he bit through my hand.
He's probably sick or something.
No, he was just a cunt. I think he was just a cunt.
Yeah.
He bit through my hand. I was bleeding, and then I just was like, yeah, I deserved every bit of that.
Yeah.
Don't put this dog down. I did that. I should be put down.
Yeah.
For not listening to the owner of a fucking dog.
Yeah. I interact with a lot of dogs, and sometimes it can be like a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I saw a girl, her own dog bit her in the park, and her hand, like right through her hand, she's bleeding everywhere. She's like, "Can you call my boyfriend?" And I was like grabbing my dog, who was like about to fight her dog for whatever reason. She's a wolf or whatever. She's like, "I'll fuck anyone up." She's full on psycho. But then I'm calling her boyfriend, and he took like 10 minutes to get there. I was like, "Jesus!"
Probably
and he looked in the
somebody
building.
else.
I know.
Somebody with a full hand.
But anyway, that was kind of crazy. Stuff
Yeah.
like that's like bound to happen, you know. It's kind of whatever. It comes to the
Yeah, if you buy a dog, you're kind of buying an eventual bite. Like you're gonna
Hopefully
get
not.
that.
Hopefully not.
Dude, I watched my buddy. He had, or not my buddy. He's actually not even close to my buddy. I don't like him actively.
him.
I actively do not like
Me
this
neither.
guy. There was a time where I was forced to be his friend because he dated my sister-in-law. But he had this all-black German Shepherd, beautiful dog, and like
Gorgeous.
trained
kinda like
it was
Mabel.
1946.
Yes,
like,
yes,
like
yes.
classically trained German Shepherd.
Just like
even
Mabel.
even ran
Just
like a
like Mabel.
Nazi, like very light of foot.
Yeah.
And just kind of
Oh,
like
wow.
like scanning for Jews. And so our neighbor brought their pit bull over, which was also pretty like well trained, but obviously both of them are like alpha aggressive type dogs. And they then what happened? One of the dogs was laying down and the other, in an attempt to emasculate it, stepped over it. Like, you ever see that play where
Yeah.
Allen Iverson crosses over Tyronn Lue, hits the fadeaway, and then steps over him to go back on defense?
Me all day.
In
I'm
the
like, let me
ultimate,
watch
like,
that b-ball clip again. Yeah.
ultimate fuck you, right? It's the best.
Yeah.
So he, I have to post a clip in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So he,
Yeah.
so that's what the dog did. The dog, Allen Iverson, to Tyronn Lue, this dog, and stepped on it, over it, while it was laying down. And the Acme dust cloud of like cartoon fights, like
Yeah.
Roadrunner fists, legs,
Yeah.
like dust cloud, spinning, and
Yeah.
there's no way to stop this because they are two fight to the death breeds.
I can't.
Fight to
What
the
happened?
fucking death.
Michael, I can't handle that.
This
My
guy,
stomach is in knots.
who I no longer like,
Oh.
stuck his fucking hand in the middle of
my
them
God.
to grab his dog. Went and grabbed his fucking dog, and you goddamn right he was bit about 9 million times.
Yeah.
His fucking head looked like hamburger meat
Jeez,
by the end
I
of
can't,
it.
I'm gonna throw up.
Just completely swarmed by these two killers.
I'm gonna throw up.
But it worked. It worked. It got them off of each other onto him, and then they dispersed.
You're supposed to pull their legs.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like with a pit bull, it's finger in the asshole, or is that a shark?
That finger in the
Is that a shark?
Yeah, you know me and the sharks.
Yeah.
We're
Gills,
fucking-
not the asshole. Shark? Do sharks have assholes?
You could look it up. I mean, Jesus.
That is
what do we have
that
to
is a Googleable.
talk about a not classically trained producer.
Sorry, I'm just pulling this up for when I do have to post.
Dude, listen. This
Do
is
whales and sharks have
This
buttholes?
is a loose format.
No. What the fuck? They also
do they
do not
shit?
possess butt cheeks.
How do sharks shit?
So they have anuses.
What? But they don't have butthole.
But is
It-
it so?
what's the
Then
difference?
is it a non-tensed spout? Then
Oh, it's like a
there's
vent.
no sphincter or
It's like a
anything like
wide
that.
vent.
It's
It's
just
just, like,
always
falls
open.
out.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
yeah. It's like how a plane crop dusts.
Yeah, it's gross.
A shark just
Try.
kind of unloads waste. Are you looking for shark shitting?
Look at how he's looking for his next tattoo. He's like, I like sharks. Tattoos. Like, he says ADD. All right, listen. We have to wrap this up.
I've had a lot of fun.
I
Have
don't
you?
know.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
I had a really good time, but I'm like, I hope Mike thinks like we accomplished enough. Like, I feel like I don't know if we talked enough about like the world and events.
I think we tried to talk politics last time, didn't we? I think on
Yeah,
your
we swung the vote,
suggestion. Yeah, on
and we
your
swung the-
suggestion. You're like, the world, man. It's just,
Fucking Elon Musk, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
I was
Fucking
like,
Pete
yes.
Davidson.
Oh,
Kim
man, Pete.
Kardashian. All of them.
That's
Taylor
right.
Swift, dude.
Who's
Fucking
Pete dating now? Oh, his co-star.
Kanye. Like, he's dating his co-star?
Yeah, from Blood, or
Well,
what
I have
was
to
it
now.
called?
Thanks, Mike. Thanks. I just lost an hour.
Yeah. No,
Thanks
she's
a lot.
cute,
Now I have
too.
to go research whoever that hoe is.
She's great.
Remind everybody where they can follow you and check all your shit out.
MikeCannonComedy.com for tickets, like to Gramercy Theater, February 25th in New York City. If you're even within 15 hours driving, you should come out to this. And I'm all over the road. I don't know where I'm going, but MikeCannonComedy.com for all of those. And here's the scenario, the podcast.
Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.
It's only Feehans.